Hi, everybody. I'm here in outer space to teach you about meditation. So, this Meditation for Beginners workshop is my approach to giving those people who are interested in a mindful practice the opportunity to consider various forms of meditation. I know that there's all different kinds of learners in the world, and each of us needs to approach meditation through the pathway that most suits our temperament. So, on that note, I have a slideshow that I'm going to present to you. And throughout the slideshow, I'm going to guide you through practices that can help you to evaluate which type of meditation works for you. So, I'm going to share my screen here. Okay, so this is our Meditation for Beginners workshop. This is being recorded on September 1st. And I'm hosting this workshop through Empowered Women Temecula Valley. That is my online community for uplifting content for women. I am the owner and founder of Beth Slowik Holistic Life Coaching, where I provide one-on-one holistic coaching in order to move women survivors of trauma from the place of surviving to thriving. So, moving forward, this is a time where you might want to bring out your pen and paper and take some notes. I find that when I have this stuff written down, I can reference it when concepts kind of slip my mind. So the three most widely practiced forms of meditation, those are, in no specific order, meditation in motion, focused attention meditation, and mindful or awareness meditation. So I'll just give you a minute to write those down if you want. I am in love with this new form of art that is very common. It's done on the iPad or on some form of technology, and I've just found so many lovely images that highly exceed the clip art of the 90s. So you'll see I have lots of images here. So, meditation in motion defined. When we say meditation in motion, we're speaking very literally. When your body is moving and you are placing your attention intentionally on the sensations you are experiencing via a state of conscious awareness, you're practicing meditation in motion. This is a great approach to meditation for people who struggle to sit still. It's absolutely necessary also as a first step for individuals who frequently feel disassociated from their thoughts, feelings, and sensations. So, for example, if you're a survivor of trauma, you might find that you are often in a state of fight or flight. And you might find that that state of consciousness makes you a little jumpy. It makes it hard for you to read or watch television. So to ask yourself to sit down in seated meditation might be really difficult. So this is a great approach for beginners who find themselves feeling a little bit uncomfortable going into the body. It's also a great approach for people who just are naturally more inclined toward movement. So, examples of meditation in motion. So you see the swimmer there. A lot of people are going to think that's not meditation, but meditation is not simply limited to the traditional practice of sitting in full lotus that venerable monks do. Meditation is all about the state of consciousness that you're putting yourself in and looking to achieve in whatever practice you're doing. So yoga is meditation. You are focusing on your breath and your body, and you're consciously aware of what you're doing. You're feeling sensations as you progress through your postures. Walking meditations, placing your attention on your environment, the sounds you hear, the wind on your skin. Running and jogging, cardio fitness, weightlifting, dancing, swimming, cooking, qigong and tai chi. Um, it might be difficult for some people who are beginning meditation to jump into weightlifting or cardio fitness in a group setting as a form of meditation, just because cardio fitness, if you're doing Zumba or something, there's a lot of loud music. If you're looking to weightlift at the gym, there's a lot of external distraction, and you can't exactly close your eyes while you're lifting weights. So if you want to approach weightlifting or cardio fitness as a form of moving meditation, I would recommend practicing at home. Starting out in a quiet place where you have the space to focus inward, and maybe then going into a yard where there's some natural or environmental things that are a little bit of a distraction to kind of challenge you, if that makes sense. Another great thing about walking, running, cardio fitness, dancing, swimming, all of that really requires that you focus on your breath, and breath is a amazing tool to calm the senses. So with that being said, the moving meditation experience that I would recommend to you is to do a forward fold. In this little image here, you see the movements of the forward fold. You begin standing with your feet about hip width apart, your arms at your sides. You inhale, drawing your hands all the way up to the sky, looking up. On your exhale, you fold forward all the way down, reaching down to your shins or the floor. Inhale, sliding halfway up with a flat back. And then exhale, folding all the way down again. Inhale, rolling up one vertebrae at a time, reaching up to the sky. And then you can exhale and bring your hands down through your midline. In prayer position if you like. So you can try that on your own time, practicing this forward fold with your inhales and your exhales on the movements. And as you're practicing this forward fold, you can place your attention inward on the breath. You might even close your eyes and really flow your body with the breath, feeling your feet rooted on the earth, coming into the body. So moving meditation is a great way to get in touch with the body, to really ground down into your physical being. If you're feeling like you are seeking a meditation practice because your mind is constantly running and you feel like you need to physically be doing something all the time in order to avoid running thoughts, a moving meditation is the place to start. So the next form of meditation is focused attention meditation. And the definition of focused meditation is focusing your attention on the senses, objects, your breath, or chanting to draw your awareness to one point. So when you can wholeheartedly place all of your attention on one particular thing, or sensation or activity, then you have the capacity to reduce the clutter in your body, your mind, and even your environment. Because as you become aware of your experience of this focused meditation, you will bring that out of your meditation into your physical environment, whether that's in your home or in your workplace. So focused meditation is a great place to start for beginners who are not inclined toward movement. So if you really feel like you're moving too much and you would like to find a sense of peace in simply being still, and you want to challenge yourself, this is a great way to do that without just saying, I'm going to go sit down and just completely drain my mind and, like some enlightened teacher. This is a place to start. So the examples here for focused attention meditation are pranayama, which is the yogic word for breath work. A lot of us are very familiar with Nadi Shodhana, which is the channel purifying breath, where you switch from one nostril to the other and breathe in and out on both. That's a great pranayama that is a focused attention meditation. The thing about when we're moving in meditation or we're focusing our attention on one thing, it becomes meditation when we're consciously and actively choosing not to be thinking about our schedule or what we're going to make for dinner or what our friends said to us earlier in the day. So if you're going to be attending a sound bath or listening to guided imagery on your headphones, or you're going to do a body scan where you place your mind's eye in specific parts of your body one at a time to kind of connect and feel where you are consciously. If you're going to do one of those things, you want to make sure that you're actively drawing your mind back to that focused attention practice. So I just visualized it kind of like those dog leashes where you have the handle and it goes only so far and you put the clicker on it. And say the dog's walking really far away, you can put the clicker on right there and boom, he stops. So your responsibility is to put that leash on your mind. So your mind can only go as far as what you're focusing on. So those of you who are not familiar with Dharana and Dhyana here on this list, those are two levels of meditation in the yogic tradition as taught by Patanjali in the Yoga Sutras. So if you're interested in those, write down those words and dive a little deeper. So the things I didn't hit here were transcendental meditation, which is a widely known type of meditation that is taught in centers all over the world. And transcendental meditation is a silent chanting practice. So it's considered focused attention meditation because you're placing your attention on that silent chanting. Kirtan or mantra meditations or prayers. Kirtan is yogic music that involves chanting. Mantras are very similar to prayers. It's really just another word for prayers. So whether you're chanting a yogic mantra or a Buddhist mantra, or you're reciting a specific scripture from the Bible, that is a form of focused attention meditation, as long as you're wholeheartedly drawing your attention back to that practice at every time. So I put this picture here of this woman sitting in nature because that is excuse me, that's a form of object attention. The first meditation practice I ever did, I was about 21, and I read a book that told me to just place my attention on a flower and be fully present with that flower. And I had this withering sunflower in my house. And I don't think I will ever forget my experience with that flower, because it was the first time that I sat down and became fully present with something, not actively participating in anything, but placing my attention on that thing. You might do this when you're hiking. Hiking is a beautiful form of walking meditation, moving meditation. So we're going to do a practice here for our focused attention meditation. I love this picture because she's doing my favorite hand posture when I'm doing any sort of centering, which is one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly. And what you'll do is, if you're comfortable, you allow your eyes to close or soften. And you're going to follow your breath for a count of 10. So no efforting in the breath, just breathing and counting. So inhale 1, exhale 1. Inhale 2, exhale 2. And continuing on with your own breath, counting all the way up to 10 with a number on the inhale and the exhale. So if your mind wanders, you can start back at 1. So this is a form of training for your consciousness. It's saying, it's like you're talking to your brain, hey brain, if you're gonna run off on a tangent, I'm gonna start back at 1 and we're gonna have to sit here longer. So your goal is to get to 10. Inhale 1, exhale 1. Inhale 2, exhale 2. And you're simply focusing your awareness on the practice of breathing. Feeling the breath entering and exiting the body, placing your attention on the rise and the fall of the belly, feeling the breath cool coming in through the nostrils and warm exiting through the nostrils. Maybe hearing the breath as it's entering and leaving your body. So all of your attention is on the breath. Excuse me while I get a drink of water. So the final form of meditation is mindful or awareness meditation. This type of meditation is the practice of being fully present with what is without having to actively do anything, including thinking. Mindfulness gets mistaken as thinking about what you are doing. That is not mindfulness. Mindful meditation is the same as awareness meditation because both are the act of simply being fully aware, alive, present, and embodied. This practice is done seated without movement. The goal of this type of meditation is a spiritual one. It is rare that a beginner experiences ease in this type of practice without dabbling in movement or focused awareness first. So there are two very important points here on the right side of the screen. First of all, the goal of this type of meditation is a spiritual one. So if you are looking to do a mindful or awareness meditation, in order to attain samadhi, as they refer to it in the yogic tradition, which is pure peace, pure letting go, your goal needs to fade away. So that's the first point, and I'll go more into that on the second slide. But the second point is it's rare that a beginner experiences ease in this type of practice without first trying focused awareness meditation or movement meditation. My personal journey, I was completely disassociated from my body, fully engulfed in my anxiety. And I first entered meditation through yoga practice, through moving meditation. Once I became aware of the sensations in my body and I could be comfortable being in my body, I moved on to guided meditations. I utilized different CDs. I love Jennifer Reese's Yoga Nidra work. If you want to look her up, I highly recommend her, Jennifer Reese Yoga Nidra. I used those guided meditations, which are focused attention meditations, to allow my thinking to fade away so I could just focus on exactly what I was doing in that moment. Then after that, I developed a Zen Buddhist practice where I just sit, as they say. So the examples of mindful or awareness meditation are vipassana or insight, which I'm sure you've heard of if you have been in the meditation communities looking for different practices. Vipassana is a widely received practice, and they offer retreats, 10-day retreats that are very powerful. And Shavasana, a lot of us know that word. It is an example of mindful or awareness meditation. A lot of people don't approach it that way, but the reality is that Shavasana is actually, or corpse pose, is actually a posture in yoga. It's not just the end of the practice where you just, go to sleep or let it go. Sometimes if you need to sleep and that's what happens, that's good and that's right. But as taught by the yoga tradition, Shavasana is actually a form of mindful or awareness meditation, because the goal is to be fully present in the body while being fully relaxed and at ease. And so you go through the movement meditation, and that gets you into the space where you can practice mindful or awareness meditation. Zazen is the traditional Buddhist seated meditation, sitting in lotus. And samadhi is the final level of meditation as taught by Patanjali. Excuse me, I need another drink of water. So this brings us to our mindful or awareness meditation experience. So Zazen is what I would recommend you practice for your mindful meditation experience. Zazen is the type of meditation that Zen Buddhists practice. The word Zazen directly translates as seated meditation. Isho Fujita, the director of the Soto Zen International Center, is quoted to have said, "I often find that people think of Zazen as a solution to personal sufferings and problems or the cultivation of an individual, but a different perspective on Zen is provided by Kodo Sawaki Roshi's words. Zazen is to tune into the universe. The posture of Zazen is connecting us to the whole universe." As Shinigo Michi, a well-known anatomist of the last century, puts it, "Since Zazen is the posture in which a human being does nothing for the sake of a human being, the human being is freed from being a human being and becomes a Buddha." So to do Zazen, I recommend that you just sit for 3 minutes with no self-serving intention at all. in this practice, you will experience mindful or awareness meditation. So I linked this quote here from Isho for you to click on it, and he has an article that goes into more detail about this. So I'm going to be hosting a Layers of Consciousness, Deepening Your Meditation Practice workshop at Sage Sanctuary in Wildemar on September 18th at 6 p.m. That workshop is going to be a guided meditation where I walk you through the layers of your consciousness in order to create a space for awareness meditation or mindful meditation. So we'll go through the koshas, which are the yogic sheaths of consciousness. They're your physical body and your energy body. And we will focus on our body through body scan. We'll focus on our breath through focused awareness. We'll begin to practice the first two layers of Patanjali's meditation practice by becoming the observer of our mind. And then we will move into the practice of awareness meditation where we are simply present. If you are interested in this workshop, you can follow Sage Sanctuary on Facebook or Instagram, and they will be posting an event for that event. Or you can email me. My email is here, bethslowikcoaching@gmail.com, to get more information. Also, if you would like one-on-one support in deepening your meditation practice, please contact me. I offer holistic life coaching sessions, and I have put the website for my life coaching practice here, as well as the website for my, well, I have a personal website, which is the LKTAOTAS, and then I have my Facebook page. So I linked both of those there. And if you're wondering, the LKTAOTAS stands for Love Kicks the Ass of Time and Space, which is a poem from Hafiz, the Sufi poet. And if you'd like to learn more about that, I recommend you look up Hafiz. You can just type in those letters in Hafiz and you'll be able to see it. I also have a link to it on my website. And I want to thank you so much for taking your time to watch this video. I honor you in your path, your desire to deepen your meditation practice. And I am knowing that one of these practices is perfect for you and will give you exactly what it is that is meant for you. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. Jai Bhagwan. Victory.